As you can see here, with this wall of boxes, we are going to be taking a look at the new Seiko 5 Rowing Blazers collaboration. And we've got these 4 watches here, and I'm pretty excited to see how they look like in real life, online and pictures and marketing material. They look pretty bright and vibrant, and they have these unique boxes here. Check out this tin, guys. Oh, let's get the plastic out. Rowing Blazers is a small fashion brand. They kind of go for that preppy, uh, Ivy League type of look to them. So they collaborated with Seiko once before, and here we go. This is probably the most colorful and the least colorful at the same time. You got the black dial, but this one features the rainbow strap, and you got the rainbow markers on the dial. Take a look at that. So they kind of got this vintage feel, this kind of field watch feel to them. They're just really cool, and a fresh look to the Seiko 5 collection, which usually uses the SKX models. Um, they went here with a thinner case, and you can see there it's got the candy cane stripe second hand, and interesting choices for the hands on the face. So it comes with the 2 straps, the NATO I showed you, and the oyster. And there you can see the skull, the sitting skull. This is one of the sayings, or the motto of the Rowing Blazers brand. And let's take a look at the next one. And they all come in these tins, and they're all retail at $4.95. So, in a year 2022 here, we've got a lot of great affordable watches that have come out this year. You've had the Swatch Omega Moon Watch, and how hard those have been able to get, and just kind of how cool they look. And I think you've got the Seiko continuing here with the Rowing Blazers line. Now, each of these watches, here we got the blue dial, and the blue dial, it's kind of interesting the color combinations they pick. Rowing Blazers, they do, almost like clothing inspired by crew and, rugby, that kind of thing. So you have interesting colors in that world, and it's neat how they've continued it here with their Seiko collection. Now, before they did a Seiko piece, it was only one watch with the checkerboard, and it's the SKX model. But this new series is, something else entirely. Really cool. I think it really captures the essence of the brand. And each of these pieces, there's 4 models altogether, like you saw on my wall of watches at the beginning. And each piece, so each model, there's 888 pieces, so it is a limited edition. And they've been extremely popular. They've been featured in GQ and everything. It's just one of those watches that, instantly got a lot of praise, and with the affordability of the price, just a real cool piece altogether. And you can see there the tin again. Let's pop this one open. This will be the 3rd of the collection out of 4. And then here you got that bright purple strap. Purple is a color you don't see in watches too much, and it'd be interesting to see more watches of purple. And here you got that bright lime green. So you got the bright green and the purple. This kind of gives me a little bit of Joker vibes. I know it has nothing to do with it, but the purple and green bright like that, or maybe like a Disney villains kind of thing. So it's just a real cool look. Again, you don't see purple too much, so and you don't see this kind of lime green. You see a lot of the darker greens, like the Hulk green and stuff like that. But you don't really see um, too many lime green watches, especially paired with purple like that. And there you got the motto there with the skull sitting. Again, every watch has the same thing, and just a cool look overall. So now we'll take a look at the last one of the bunch. Just by process of elimination, we've taken a look at the blue, the rainbow, and the green. So this model here is going to be the orange, and you can see there's no more instruction booklets. It's a new thing with Seiko 5s. They don't have the instruction booklets. They just give you that piece of paper that says, hey, go check it out on the website if you need to do it. So if you get yours and you're like, hey, where's my instruction booklet, they just aren't doing them with them anymore, really. So keep that in mind when you get it and you're wondering where it is. It just comes with that little card and the warranty card. And so here you got the orange. This is really bright, psychedelic orange, and paired here with this hunter green and white NATO strap. Again, interesting color combinations. So you can kind of, if you want to go a little more safe, then go, with the oyster band, or if you want to be a little bolder, switch it over to the NATO strap. What's neat is that the looks are really different, and with the same watch, so it kind of gives you a different feel with each combination you do. So let's take a look at all these watches together so you can see them. We'll build my wall of watches again. Here we go, where you can see all the watches right next to each other in their oyster strap with the NATO straps right next to it. And so you can see it's a really bright, cohesive collection here. Very, very cool. And I guess the hardest part for most people is going to be choosing what color to pick. So far I've noticed that the rainbow one and the blue face are the two most popular. They're the ones that are selling out the quickest. And you see that all over online. Even though all the models are selling out very fast, those two are usually the first to go, so they're the hardest to find. And let's take a look at these guys on the wrist. We'll do one at a time. And my wrist is a 7.5-inch wrist, and the case size is just under about 40 millimeters, and the thickness is 12 millimeters. Even though it sounds big, you can see it fits really small, and that's kind of the way the lugs are curved with Seiko watches. They kind of do that. They fit nicely against the wrist. And here we got the orange face. People don't really realize it because they say, oh man, that's kind of a bigger watch. But then once you put it on and feel it, it really feels like a much smaller watch. Even though this is 40 millimeters, this might feel more like a 38 because of the curved lugs on there you can see. And again, about 12 millimeters thickness wise on here. So these watches, their workhorse movement, the 4R36. We find them in so many Seiko watches nowadays. I remember, I don't even, must be like 6-7 years ago at least, probably even more than that, where the 4R36 came out. And sorry, losing all track of time, but it seems like it's in every one of the basic Seiko watches now. Most of the Seiko 5 carries the 4R36 or the 4R35. And what's interesting here is, even though it's an American brand, an American-made market, they chose to do the Japanese and English for the day of the week instead of the English and Spanish they usually do for this market. Again, another little, thing that makes it unique here. And here's a loom. The loom was really impressive for the way the watches looked. I didn't know how bright it would be or if they were just going to light up the hands. But take a look at that. Really beautiful. Glows nicely. It's the type of glow you'd expect with a dive watch. But we got it here in this field style watch. So, great collection overall. The hardest thing is going to be trying to get your hands on some. Even while filming this video, we kept getting calls for them, and they've been running out. So if you don't get one, hopefully Seiko will make another Rowing Blazers collection, because they seem to hit the right marks. Thank you for taking the time, all of y'all, for watching the video. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and especially if you're into Seiko watches. And if you check us out online at depalas.com. We're an authorized Seiko dealer, and we have a lot of the hard to find models, and it's usually first come, first serve. So give us a call or check out our website, give us an email. Thank you. Bye.